All right, everybody, welcome back. We're jumping into another deep dive today.
Yeah.
You sent in some really interesting stuff about advanced persistent threats.
It's a good one.
Yeah, and we are going to really unpack that.
Yeah.
We want to equip you to not only understand APTs, but really grasp what they mean,
Totally.
So to kick things off, what actually is an APT?
So an advanced persistent threat, it's basically a cyber attack.
Okay.
It's very targeted, and it's designed to stay under the radar for a long time.
Ooh, sneaky.
Yeah. So it's different from attacks that want to cause immediate chaos. These are they're stealthy.
Right. It's all about being hidden. And you know what's really interesting in the stuff you sent? It's not just about stealing any data, right?
Exactly. It's not random. They have a plan.
Yeah.
They're after very specific organizations or people who have really valuable information.
Ooh, juicy stuff.
Yeah, think top secret stuff, defense secrets,
Yeah.
financial data, the really important stuff.
The crown jewels.
Yeah, exactly. And we even see these APT groups, have you heard of Fancy Bear?
Oh, yeah, Fancy Bear.
Yeah, they're all about political targets.
Right?
And then you have Lazarus.
Uh-huh.
Now they're all about the money. They want financial gain.
That's where it gets kind of scary, right?
Yeah.
We're not just talking about someone hacking your Netflix password.
Right.
This is information that could affect a whole country.
Absolutely.
What happened with that water treatment plant in Florida back in 2021? Remember?
Oh, that was a huge wake-up call.
Yeah.
It showed everyone how dangerous these APTs could be.
Okay, so let's break it down. How do these attacks actually happen? It's like a spy movie.
I know, right? It's super sneaky.
Yeah.
So first, they need to get in.
Right. Infiltration.
Exactly. And they have a few tricks up their sleeve.
Okay, like what?
Phishing emails.
Oh, yeah.
You click on something you shouldn't, and bam, they're in.
Or like those software vulnerabilities, right?
Yeah.
Like a weak spot in the system.
Exactly. They find a crack, and they squeeze right in.
So it all starts with something that seems totally normal.
Yeah, that's what makes it so dangerous.
It's like you don't even know it's happening.
Right. It's like a silent invasion.
Okay, so they're in. What happens next?
Okay, so now they need to figure out the lay of the land.
So reconnaissance.
Exactly. They map out the whole network, find more weak spots, set up backdoors so they can come and go as they please.
It's like they're setting up their own little secret base.
Exactly.
Like in Ocean's 11, they're planning.
Oh, that's a perfect analogy.
They're getting ready for the big heist.
And the prize.
Yeah.
All that precious data. And they take it very carefully, very quietly.
It's data exfiltration, isn't it? That's what they call it.
You got it. They're siphoning off all that data to their own secret servers.
It's kind of creepy how they just disappear with it.
Yeah, and they're getting really good at covering their tracks.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I was reading this article about how some attackers actually try to stick around, almost plant a time bomb for later.
Whoa. They just wait.
They're patient. They want to use that network again later.
So who are these people? Who are the masterminds behind these APT attacks?
Well, it's not just one type of person. It's a whole mix. Sometimes it's countries.
Nation states.
Exactly. They're looking for, an edge over other countries.
You want the intel.
Exactly. But then you have companies spying on other companies.
Corporate espionage.
Oh, yeah. They want those trade secrets, that competitive advantage.
Right.
And, of course, let's not forget about criminals. They just want the money.
The classic heist. Now, one of the sources that you sent actually made a really interesting point. They said that the lines are starting to blur a bit.
Definitely.
That even countries are getting involved in cybercrime for profit.
It's a messy world out there. You don't always know who to trust.
It's not just black and white anymore.
Exactly. It's a big gray area. And that makes it really hard to figure out who's behind these attacks.
It all sounds pretty overwhelming. How do we even begin to protect ourselves from something so sophisticated?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
And honestly, those traditional security measures.
It's having a strong password.
Yeah. It's just not enough anymore.
We got to step up our game.
We need to be smarter. We need to be proactive. We need better solutions.
Okay, but what does that even look like? What are these advanced solutions?
All right, so picture this. What if our systems could learn to recognize suspicious behavior,
Okay.
even if it's not a known threat? That's what we call behavior-based anomaly detection.
Whoa, that's super smart.
It is. And then there's this whole world of threat intelligence sharing.
Like sharing notes.
Exactly. Companies and organizations work together and they share information about the latest threats.
So we can all learn from each other's mistakes.
Exactly.
It's like a big neighborhood watch for cyber threats.
Exactly. We're all in this together.
So what are some of these specific tools?
Okay, so we have things like endpoint detection and response. It helps us see what's happening on all the devices connected to the network. And then there are these threat intelligence platforms. They give us like real-time intel on what the bad guys are up to.
Okay, staying ahead of the game.
Exactly. And let's not forget about SOAR.
SOAR.
Yeah, it stands for Security Orchestration, Automation, and Response.
Okay, what does that do?
Basically, it helps us automate a lot of the security tasks. We can respond to threats way faster.
Okay, so it sounds like we need a combination of things.
Yeah, we need the tech, we need to work together, and we always have to be on the lookout.
Like constant vigilance.
Exactly. And we need to keep learning because those attackers, they're always coming up with new tricks.
Yeah, they're always one step ahead.
They are.
Okay, so just to recap. Advanced persistent threats. They're hidden. They're targeted. They want our data. And it's not just about stealing passwords, right? This could affect, like, everything.
Right.
Our security, the economy, all of it.
It's a big deal.
And defending against these attacks, it takes more than just, like, the basics.
Yeah, we need to be proactive. We need a multi-layered approach. It's a whole new ballgame.
Yeah, the stakes are a lot higher now. So, after hearing all of this, the big question is, how can we protect ourselves?
Yeah.
I mean, we're all living in this digital world here.
That's the million-dollar question. We all need to be thinking about that.
It's something to consider, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we all need to be asking ourselves these questions. How do we make sure we don't become the next victim?
Yeah, think about it. How can you protect your data? What steps can you take?
Awesome. Thank you so much for breaking all of this down for us. We hope this has helped you understand APTs a little bit better. And remember, keep exploring. There's so much information out there.
Yeah, stay curious.
Stay safe online, everyone.
Yeah.
And we will catch you in the next deep dive.